two most famous teams of Italy and England head-to-head for a place in club football's biggest final. Time to join our big match commentary team. It's Ron Atkinson and first, Clive Tilsley.
Thank you, Bob. Good evening, everyone. Another Wednesday, another semi-final. Waiting to welcome Manchester United home from Turin, the mouth-watering prospect of a spring double in the Premiership and FA Cup, and yet there will be a sense of heavy anticlimax hanging over the remainder of their season if Juventus beat them to the European summit again. All the shooting stars of the Italians' first leg display can be seen again tonight. The changes are in defence when the Yugoslav right-back Mirkovic is suspended and the Uruguayan centre-back Montero is short of match fitness. Alessandro Binindelli and Ciro Ferrara are experienced replacements. We are at kick-off time. There's the confirmation of that Manchester United lineup. We have had rain, you'll be pleased to know, in Turin for much of the day. And Alex Ferguson is pleased with the effect that has had on the pitch for tonight. The last time Manchester United reached the semi-finals 2 years ago, the Swiss referee Urs Meier was in charge. He officiates again tonight with players of the calibre of Zidane, Keane and Davids, all a yellow card away from missing the final. It's the biggest poker game in Europe tonight. Juventus hold most of the cards, but do they stick or do they twist? For United, the aim is to play a little more with the head, a little less with the heart. But when all the mind games are done, 0-0 is not an option for them. They must score. Ron Atkinson, where's your money?
I think it's just about 6-4 on Juve at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the thing go the distance into extra time and even penalties. I think it's that close between the two sides.
Davids trying to find Di Livia in behind Beckham, who recovered very quickly. In fact, it was Pessotto, the left fullback, who forced his way forward to the edge of the Manchester United penalty area, and Beckham had to go back with him.
Now, looking at the pitch, before the game, it is very wet and greasy, and that sort of situation at both ends is going to cause problems for defenders if they make rash challenges.
Zidane guides it in. Inzaghi was there. Less than 6 minutes played, and Filippo Inzaghi has scored for Juventus. Just as they did at Old Trafford, Juventus strike first, only this time it's come even earlier.
I tell you what, I think if we see this again, the United players and the staff will be beside themselves with anger. I mean, all right, it's a short corner, he knocks it back into Zidane's right foot. The delivery's okay, but there's a million red shirts in there, and how he gets first to that ball. We know he's a predator, we know he's a sniffer, but really from a corner, you would expect that area to be defended.
Last season it was Inzaghi's late winner here against Manchester United which kept Juventus' hopes alive at the league stage of the competition. A late goal that time, an early goal tonight.
I'm also amazed how quickly the fullbacks have left the posts. I mean, it wasn't as if there was a big delay between the short corner of Zidane and Di Livia.
Curious thing about the goal is that, in a sense, it doesn't affect the nature of Manchester United's task too much tonight. They've still got to score a goal. One would take it into extra time. Here's Beckham looking for Yorke. Now Keane. Hooked in towards Gary Neville inside the Juventus penalty area. Cole trying to make it his. And it's scooped up by Peruzzi on his line. A yard either side, that might have beaten the Juventus keeper.
Yeah, it's good forward running there by Neville. Just helps it on into the box.
Di Livio to Davids. Now Pessotto. Inzaghi there again, ahead of Stam, trying to turn the ball across the face of goal. Deflected and in. Twice in the opening 11 minutes, Filippo Inzaghi had struck for Juventus. The first was a poacher's goal. The second needed some luck. Manchester United need a minor miracle now. They're 2 down in no time here. The Blues Brothers anthem rings round the Turin Stadium. It's the Pippo Inzaghi Blues for Manchester United.
Once again, a result. Good movement by the little centre forward. He's aided by the lot, but it's his movement all over the place that's causing United problems at the moment. Stands unlucky, gets the first deflection. It's a freak at the end of it, but it is that he has caused him so many problems, Inzaghi, with his movement. He's a sole striker, and nobody's quite sure it's a mark.
A week ago, Dennis Bergkamp chanced his arm at Villa Park and got a big deflection off Yat Stam. A week on, and Filippo Inzaghi scores a goal off the giant Manchester United centre-back.
That's when you know your luck's in, though.
Kick-off now. The task was to score one initially, now it is to score two. Suddenly led by Yorke, on by Cole. Here's Dwight Yorke! First real glimpse of goal for the Manchester United goal twins.
Yeah, but better altogether. Good movement down the left. Owen surges forward, plays the little ball. They do a little dummy over it that they did so well in the early part of the season.
Off the foot of the unwitting Yat Stam. One a lax goal for Manchester United to concede, the other a very unfortunate goal. And to Irwin. Blomqvist.
You know, the strange thing is,
Cole.
if United can score and get it to 2-1, they'll actually be in a better position than they started the game.
It's so much that 2-2 would take them through.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that later on, I think.
And as you say, the next goal is the most massive goal of the season.
Beckham with a corner. And towards Keane! Roy Keane with a captain's goal for Manchester United. Game on! He's pulled them back to 2-1. Manchester United have countered the away goal they conceded at Old Trafford. Another one would put them in the box seat.
Great delivery, but it's all made by the speed, the pace, and the drive and the guts of the captain. He drives in, the keeper's left for dead, the keeper's in no man's land, and it's a bullet job. That is a great captain's goal.
Were you saying something about the next goal of Manchester United's season when I interrupted you with that goal then, Rob?
Well, all of a sudden, daft as it may seem, they now seem to be in a better position than when they started the game.
Managed to survive the pressure. Find Di Livio. Deschamps. Davids. Zidane. Di Livio's gone on ahead of him. Now turn inside, and Zidane using that space to get in across. Beyond Inzaghi towards Conte. Smacked in no man's land. Oh, and off the line by Yat Stam. How important will that be by the end of the night? Now Davids. Held up by Blomqvist, but space here now for Di Livio. In towards Inzaghi. Picked off by Schmeichel. Good throw too to Yorke. This is Blomqvist. Everything's to his right here. Keane with Beckham beyond him. It wasn't the best of passes from Blomqvist. Keane brought him down. Now what's the referee going to do? It's a yellow card. And whatever else happens here, whatever happens, whatever the impact that Roy Keane's goal made on the night, he will not play in the Champions League final this season. Memories of Paul Gascoigne on this very ground in the World Cup semi-final. Watch him. Level. Yorke. Couldn't quite make it stick under pressure from Juliano. Headed down. This is Cole. In towards Yorke. It's 2-2. Dwight Yorke has equalised for Manchester United. And they have seen the Juventus away goal and they have raised it. As things stand, it's United who go through.
Pulled away from Ferrara and a nice little chunk. That's all been done, I think, by the movement of the front people. The two front people started moving about since Inzaghi put Juve 2 up, and now all of a sudden they're well in the pole position.
Stamlo, Neville, block fist down to Irwin. Cole, lovely turn! It's a good snapshot too by Andy Cole, saved by Peruzzi. In towards Inzaghi, trying to turn Stanley, almost did it again. Schmeichel had to make a save. Well, Inzaghi continues to be a thorn in Manchester United's side.
Strange thing was, even when Juve were winning and scored their 2 goals, they weren't playing anywhere near as well as they played at Old Trafford in the first half.
This is Yorke. Dwight Yorke! Oh, off the post, and it wouldn't fall for Blomqvist. And it's not as if Manchester United have had too many lucky breaks here tonight.
There's been a big difference since Yorke started not playing flat up against the last man, but checking out a lot. That little build-up there between him, Blomqvist and Cole, played a big part.
Here goes Zidane into the penalty area. Stam managed to track him. Stunning, simply stunning. Hardly a chance to catch your breath. Hardly a chance that Manchester United would catch Juventus after Pippo Inzaghi had scored twice in the opening 11 minutes. But Dwight Yorke, who should have won a free kick on the edge of the penalty area, scored with a headed goal from Andy Cole's cross after Roy Keane had pulled one back, and then hit a post for Manchester United. The one downside, the yellow card, which would keep Roy Keane out of the European Cup final, but Manchester United may still be heading to one. The changes for Juventus are in defence and attack. Paulo Montero, the Uruguayan who had such a fine game at Old Trafford, has replaced Mark Giuliano at the heart of the Juve defence. But Filippo Inzaghi now has a striking partner because Nicola Amoruso has come on. Angelo Di Livio has dropped back to right back. And it looks like Edgar Davids is going to patrol this left-hand side of midfield. Here is Paulo Montero, who arrived at Old Trafford with a wanted poster pinned to his reputation, a criminal record as long as your arm, more red cards than anyone in. Inzaghi! All the way by Schmeichel.
I tell you what, that must be the 4th time in the game, probably 5, that Inzaghi's just stole across and got into that little space when the play's developed from the left.
Yorke, great flick on. David Beckham has Andy Cole in support of him here. Beckham early in. It's Andy Cole! Oh, what an opportunity that was to put it beyond Juventus. And it ran away from him. In towards Keane. Trying to get beyond Ferrara. It's Roy Keane here. He'll take the corner. Beckham will take the corner. Headed by Yorke. In towards Amoruso, dealt with by Stam. Blomqvist caught in possession into the penalty area. Conte, Inzaghi's offside. He's offside. Inzaghi won't count.
I don't think you have any argument about this. Oh, he's well off, well off, well off. Lines was well, the flag was well up in time as well. I mean, that's not one he can't even argue about.
No question, the shot going in anyway. Inzaghi had to help it in, but Inzaghi was offside.
This is where the best chance fell, when it drops down here then. Just charge into the box.
Zidane steps away from Keane. Not from Butt. Manages to link up with Conte. And again, Amoruso, Stam just got to him. Still openings for Juventus. They're not done yet. Ferrara. Inzaghi in pursuit was allowed to get there, and Johnson eventually caught him up.
It's incredible how he gets in those positions, though. Inzaghi just pulls towards the ball and spins, gets on the shoulder of the defender.
He's been penalised, actually. There's no offside flag there. He was penalised for push. Where?
Well, no, the ball's cannoned off him, hasn't it? Somebody's fortunately seen a ball or bid cannon off him.
Nice game.
But I tell you what, his movement is great.
Scholes. Support from Irwin. Dennis Irwin. Oh, hit the inside the post. Irwin again. Side netting. They've hit the woodwork twice tonight now. The inside of the post twice. On by Inzaghi. Conte trying to get there. It was David Beckham who was back, and then Ronnie Johnson. Pessotto down. Zidane. Pessotto. Hit away by Johnson. Manning the barricades at the moment. Scholes doing really well. Has been penalised. He won the ball, surely. Oh, and a yellow card. And Paul Scholes would be out of the final if United got there. And whilst he went in two-footed, he seemed to get the ball. It's his second yellow for Scholes, who joins Keane in agony. Well, maybe.
I'll tell you what, Deschamps up high there, you know. Actually, the one thing you say about Scholes, if he's gone two-footed, at least he's gone low. And as you said, he's won the ball. Deschamps was the one that appeared to be coming in a little bit high. But I think that's the heat and the drama of the game. Now the referee's got well caught up with it now.
The problem for Manchester United now is this free kick. Zidane will take it. It's not a problem. Irwin heads it clear. And the promised land is inside again. The 29th of May, 1968. The last final. Yorke, he skipped through. It's Dwight Yorke. He's brought down by Peruzzi. Cole will finish it off. Full speed ahead, Barcelona. Manchester United are in sight of the European Cup final again. Andy Cole has surely made that a certainty now. On he goes, trying to make a real name for himself. Cole and Yorke are in the middle, Beckham too. It's Beckham! Oh. Would have been quite a nice way to round off the night, wouldn't it? Looks like the end of the European road for Juventus this season. The serial finalists about to be stopped in search of a fifth successive final. Call it destiny, call it fate. But Manchester United have reached the European Cup final again. 31 years on from Bobby's big night out at Wembley, the new United of Alex Ferguson, have the chance to win the giant trophy once more. Manchester United's first ever win on Italian soil takes them back to the final. We'll be there.
Alex, so many heartbreaks in the past, but you're there. You're following Sir Matt Busby, taking Manchester United to a European Cup final.
Oh, it's a proud, proud moment for me. My players are absolutely fantastic, absolutely magnificent. Yes!
But you've also done it against the Italians. You've scored 3 goals in their backyard, Juventus. I mean, it's an incredible story tonight.
I thought the first 45 minutes was the best of my time as a manager. I thought it was absolutely magnificent.
And you know, you said this team would score, but to score 3, I mean, there must have been times when you were worried tonight. It's 2-0 down, Alex.
Well, we gave them a start, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
Well, proud of them. They recovered well, they kept their composure, and I think they deserve to be there.
And now, of course, you play against Bayern Munich in the final. I mean, without 2 players, we've got to talk about them. First of all, Roy Keane, who battled his heart out, and Paul Scholes, who won't be able to play.
I mean, I don't know what you can do about it, whether you can appeal or what, but it's still tragic for them to miss the final. Feel for them.
Well, it means a lot to you, Alex. It means a lot to the club. But for Alex Ferguson's career, what about this?
Oh, it's a fantastic night for me. Oh, wonderful.
And this has been the ambition of the club to do it, hasn't it?
Absolutely. This is the level we want to play at.
So tonight you enjoy getting there, then you've got to get on. Is the treble on now? FA Cup final, European Champions Cup final, and currently at the top.
Well, we'll just take one. We've got a big game on Sunday now.
Okay, go and enjoy it tonight. Well done,
Thanks.
Alex.
Well done,
Congratulations.